Hello everyone. Yeah. My name is Arunachalam Muruganantham, and very importantly a warning, the English which I am going to speak is my own English. It is not matched with any British English, American English. It is international English which I am going to speak. Okay. Any trouble you can go help hand, one to one. So my name is actually Muruganantham. My father name is Arunachalam. Because of that US standard, because in passport and all, my father name come into front, then my first name come to second. I become famous as Arunachalam Muruganantham. So what makes me stand here is, I made a social problem into a successful livelihood. That's why I am here. I was there in all public domain, even sitting with Bill Gates, sitting with Obama, everywhere. So simple thing I did is, I convert a social problem into a successful, sustainable livelihood. Not like for one day, like one song hit, you become a pop singer, then all 99 songs become failure. So not like that. For the 2 decades, I am surveying on society. I am rubbing my shoulder with Johnson & Johnson and Procter & Gamble. We are able to survive on 2nd decade. That's what I am a guest lecturer in, even in Harvard. Whenever I am saying Ford, actually I made a presentation with Stanford Union. Then somebody corrected Murugan, it's not Stanford Union, it's an Oxford Union. Anyways, there's some Ford. So, I'm a school dropout. I studied only in a school level, that to 9th standard in a Orthodox village. I started English speaking from 2009 December. While I am trying to give a lecture, usually I give a lecture in my own language in Tamil. Then somebody stand near me, then they will, do the translation, something. So I am unable to connect with the audience, because something I am doing because of laziness of the translator or something. He's eating undigested food, something, Then I told one day, without telling the organizer in Mumbai, in front of me there are 3,000 industrialists sitting, including the prominent Ratan Tata, Mukesh Ambani. Then I told, sir, I tried myself. Then I was there on the particular event. I spoke for 25 minutes in English. I pick up word from here, everywhere. Then finally I stopped my lecture. I said, finished. Then all the 3,000 gathering, they stand, they clap their hands. Even I don't know, they are giving a standing ovation. I simply get down from the dais. Then somebody stopped me, Muruga, they are giving a standing ovation. That's what. I never did any mistake. Why they are giving ovation? I told. That is a sort of respect, please be there. So, I born as a handloom weaver's son. I don't know how many you know about handloom weaving. So, it is before coming out of spinning machine and all, in India they used to make textile out of a wooden machine in villages. So, one of the worker, my father making handloom sarees in a machine. I born as a handloom weaver's son, but one day my father died in a road accident. Then my mother became a caretaker of the family. She joined in a nearby farm. She used to earn around 1/4 of a pound. That is my mother earning. We are 4 at our family, myself, 2 younger sister. But out of the 1/4 pound, my mother used to try to me to make as a police officer, one sister into doctor, another sister into lawyer. Why? Because my mother used to see lot of movies in the screen of the village during, it is not a mall like Phoenix theatre like that, it is a thatched roof theatre in the villages where the heroines will do the magic. That's what my mother also trying to do the same, but being a small boy, I understood it is possible by only heroines on the screen, not by my mother. That's why to support my mother, one day I decided under the neem tree, from tomorrow I am not going to school. That is important decision took my life. It is an important day. So because of that I am standing here. If I study something like Oxford like this, maybe my life is different. So not like that. Luckily I stopped my education. Okay. And the neem tree accompanied by shepherd boy. I always accompanied with shepherd boy. From that age I am very amazed about the small boy managing 200 goats with help of one small dog. how he is managing that, 200 crores, a small boy. Later is helping me to manage big thing, what I am doing now. I learned a lot of things from the shepherd boy, not from the management institute. Then I joined as a workshop helper. I learned welding. Then I became a welder. Then I started a small workshop. Then the moment you are having a small business, then age around 20, 23, what is next? Even after seeing many men they are suffering, it is very risky affair. Knowing everything, I also did the same mistake. One day I got married. That too, it is arranged marriage, not a love marriage like this. Okay. Then, from the day one, without a formal MBA from any university, I am managing my wife and mother at the same house for the 25th successful year. So many best people, they don't understand what I am talking. So it is joint family system in India is very difficult. That's why many managers, all the biggest company CEOs are Indians, because they know management, they learned everything from a joint family. They thought, you saw Google, Pichai, Microsoft, Nadella. I said, it is very simple. If you put me also in a big company, I will manage. This is not a problem. So you squeeze the Pichai, put me as a Google chief, I will also manage well. Because we had a lot of suffering of managing things in a joint family of India. So then, being a newly married guy, the important job, what is it? No matter you married from London, you are a married guy in New York. The moment you are a married guy, newly married guy, the important job is impressing the new wife. How to impress a new wife? If you are a newly married girl, how to impress a new husband? To impress my new wife, I used to offer a 5 rupees plastic pendant or 10 rupees glass bangle. You are not wearing that. Not giving it direct, I used to gift wrap. Then there is a color ribbon. I used to say my wife's name is Shanti. Close your eyes, Shanti. Turn left, turn right. This way I am giving a value addition for my small gift. So this way happened. Then one day I saw she is carrying something behind her. The purpose is hide that matter. I ran away behind her. I saw a nasty rag cloth. I don't even use the cloth to clean my cycle. Then I understood she is adopting an unhygienic method to manage her period days. Then I asked her immediately, there is some product, even I don't know the term called sanitary pad. There is some product in the shop, why not you are not using that? She replied like slapping at my cheek, I also know about that, but myself, other women at our family start using that. We had to cut our family milk budget, she replied on the day, almost 21 years ago. Then I got shocked, what is the connection between using a sanitary towel or a tampon on a period days, not buying milk for family? Then I understood it's a matter of affordability. So on a day, I never got any idea, because many people, they succeed in their life. If you go for interview or call for this conference, they used to say in the crowd, from my mother womb, I want to do something for society. From my birth, I want to do, my interest is change the world. I don't want to lie in front of you. On a particular day, my only idea is, why not offer a sanitary pad packet to my new wife, again to impress my new wife. That's what, that's true. Because I am speaking in front of students, I don't want to lie. So wherever you are saying something, if you speak truth, there is no problem, nothing. I can calmly go back to my flight, go back to India, because something recording also happening here. So speak truth always. Even you don't know something, admit yourself, I don't know, nothing is going to happen, the whole earth you are not going to fall in your head. Admit yourself that I don't know, there is a chance of learning that again. Then I went, the moment you want to buy sanitary pad, it is not available in the village. Then I took my cycle, it is a 7-kilometer ride on my cycle. I stopped at the medical shop. That shopkeeper asking, what brand you want? Who knows brand and all? I just point out the showcase inside the particular showcase. He took the napkin packet, he never handed over me. He placed a old newspaper, he wrapped it, he looks left and right, he handed over me like a smuggling product. Even now, I don't know what is happening in Britain, in London, but in my India, even in metro, super metros like Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, if you ask sanitary pad, even today, they will put in a brown color or something, because I never asked for condom. In India, if you want to buy condom, you will go only night 9 o'clock. That too, we will lean on the wall, we will look into the medical shop. If nobody is there, we will jump into there, we will buy. Because even buying condom is, it is a social status disturbed in India, even now. Then I took the packet, because shopkeeper doing like this, I want to know what is inside. Very first time I'm opening the packet, I'm taking out a product, an 8-inch length bandage like a thing, and white color substance. It is maybe being a welder, whatever the object I'm taking, my mind used to tell the weight automatically. So maybe it's 10 gram, the commodity weight. If the white color substance is cotton, 10 gram cotton raw material cost is in 1998, it is 10 cents, but I bought the product for dollars. Then I got an idea, being a handloom weaver son, I am having a connection with cotton and all, why not try to make a affordable sanitary pad for my wife? Please note, gentlemen, everything I started from my wife, now it is gone global. If anything want to society, please start from your girlfriend or from wife, then go global. Then I tried, I went to the textile mill, I bought the cotton web, which is used in beauty parlor to wipe your face and all. I cut it into rectangle, then I wrapped with the viscose cloth used in collar and cuffs to make stiff. I made a similar napkin from what I bought from the shop. But now the problem is, if I want to do some engineering research, I can very well do in my smaller shop. Now I entered into women personal hygiene. I need a women volunteer. In India, only Swamijis, Gurujis, surrounded by hundreds of women. This Muruganantham never get a single women volunteer. The only available choice is my wife. Then very important thing is, I don't know what is happening from the women body. When is that menstruation happening? What is that gap? Only I know in my small village there is a goddess temple. Every Friday women used to assemble in front of the temple. Only few girls will enter, rest they will wait outside. Because in India, if there are women are menstruated, they won't enter into the temple. Out of it, I got an idea. I thought women are getting menstruation Friday. Because I feel myself a clever boy, you know. Everybody feel yourself as clever. So that's what I select a very good Friday to hand out the napkin to Santi. I said, as usual, close your eyes, Santi. I'm putting the napkin which I made in a closed wrapper. The moment she opened, get shocked. Oh my God, you are entering into this research now. Then I like giving a chocolate. I'm giving the feedback instantly. Eat it and give it like that. Use it and give the feedback. She told it's not like that. You have to wait for some time. Then only I understand it is happening monthly once. Shamelessly, I'm telling here in front of 20-50 students. Because why? Because many men, many boys, they are born as a boy, then they are becoming man, then they are becoming husband, then father, grandfather, great-grandfather, without knowing what is happening in the partner's body. Luckily, this Muruganantham, everything came to know the early marriage of my life. I'm the luckiest one. Then I got a feedback after 2-3 weeks. Santi says it is nasty. I am going back to my rack cloth using method. See, the cutthroat, true feedback always make a good innovation. If my wife says a lie, the napkin is good, there is no character of Muruga today. See, give a cutthroat, true feedback. That's what we need from customer. Any customer later you are entering into field, if anyone giving cutthroat feedback, please beg them, give a full respect. Oh my God, they are developing you. Then I am trying for so many cottons, giving to Santi, making napkin, waiting for a month is a time-taking process. That's what I catch my younger sisters. So these are all, while I'm talking, it become easy, but it's very, very difficult in India because menstruation is the biggest taboo. Earlier I thought in my village in India, but even in Germany, in New York, even in London, it is a taboo. No woman ever talked with the men about their menstruation. In India, mother never talked to daughter, daughter never talked to mother, wife never to husband. So such a subject I am entering, I die like anything, even today. Even today is the day one for me. Speaking Harvard or Oxford is very easy, it's a cakewalk. But going to the village, talking about the menstruation is the biggest problem. So that's what I'm doing. Then I depend with the medical college girls. They're also the same problem. What happened with uneducated girls from my family, wife and sisters. The medical college girls also having a hesitation to talk about their personal hygiene with the unknown man. That's why I decided one day, why not try sanitary pad myself. I wore a sanitary pad in my underwear, but where can I go for uterus? I made an artificial uterus in a rubber bladder. I filled goat blood on the bladder. There is a tube connection from the bladder to the underwear which I am wearing with the sanitary pad. While I am walking and cycling, I made a small press on the hip. A dosage of blood will go there. You just imagine the whole research not happen in Dallas or Las Vegas. It is happened in a small village in India, that too in the southern down part. There is a blood stain on my cloth. Anyone come near, there is a foul smell of the goat blood. That's why there are a lot of stories around me, but I never know it. But I tested for 2-3 weeks, but I feel it is unnatural. But out of the 3 weeks, I understand one important secret. The strongest creature created by God in the world, not an elephant, not a tiger, not a lion, the women. Any man in this hall having doubt, please use wet sanitary in your underwear. Send us your feedback to muruganantham_in@yahoo.com. Still now I am Dennis from Denmark. Muru, I got a heavier fever on 4th day. I got a severe cold because men anatomy is weaker than women. Luckily you forget, we are dominating the world. Then even after using my napkin myself, why it? Because sanitary pad or personal hygiene domain is monopolized by corporates for centuries from Second World War. It is a Da Vinci code. No one know what is they are using, how that they are making. That such a subject, a school dropout from South India entering into that, he is trying to decode it. That's why it became a lot of problem. It took years even to understand about raw material. Then I decided, in spite of giving a sanitary pad to a woman and begging them the feedback, why not collect the used sanitary pad from a woman? That napkin will speak to me. But how can you ask a used napkin from a woman? So in between what happened, while I am using the medical college girls, I never told this matter to my wife. I kept as a secret. It's become a problem to me because she thought I am running behind medical college girls, having an extramarital affair with many girls. See, this is my highest status to give a lecture in Oxford. These are all setting. I don't like this dress. I don't have any power problem. It is only a 0 class because otherwise you won't accept me as a. Suppose scientists know there is a mustache here, something. He will walk slowly. He speak also. Yes. I can't change my nature. So originality is this. So that's why I have a confusion. What I can, from the day morning, I'm asking with my doctor where I wear the coat or this. So, oh my God, I leave it. Even I don't have this. I'm very comfortable. I can move hand freely. I can do it. So something, it is conceived by your mind. So if I'm not appropriate up to this level, you feel, my God, why is this Tara is calling this guy? So then it's a problem for this girl. Okay. Then, one day Santi is serving food. She is asking permission. May I ask one question? She is told, many of my friends are telling you are roaming with medical college. I told I went to the medical college to repair the main gate. She never convinced. She gone back to her family. 1 week gone, 3 weeks gone, she never come back. On 4th week, I got a divorce notice from my wife. That's the first accolade I got. I never took in a different because both are uneducated. She is giving a shock treatment to make her husband to drop the silly research. But I took in a different way. She is never be at home. I am free. I am having my mother at standby to make food. That's what always you keep your mother standby at your home. It is safe. Then now I am entering into other risky area, trying to collect the used napkin from the girl. Again, I depend with the medical college girls. I collected used napkin from 20 girls with the color coding because they convinced, they thought if 10-20 girls putting a used napkin in a particular bin, how Muruga will know which napkin used by which girl. But what I did, a color code, if there is a yellow line, it is used by Stella. If it is a blue dot, it is used by Mary. So like that, I took the used napkin, I spread all on a Saturday evening, one fine Saturday evening, because 10-20 girls use napkin, what the foul smell will create. I closed my nose with a handkerchief like this. I spread all the used napkin, my napkin, company napkin of Johnson, Procter & Gamble, everything. Because practical test, what happened to Procter, what happened to Johnson, what happened to Muruga. Then fine Sunday, I am very seriously resting, what happened to my napkin, I never saw, I thought my mother is coming back. She coming now, fine Sunday, because Sunday only will eat non-veg. She thought son is cleaning chicken for Sunday. The moment come and saw the substance, she cried like anything. Somebody did on my son, he became totally mad. She also left. The moment mother left, the whole Vijay come out a story, a bad spirit entering into my body. That's why I am drinking girl's blood in the evening. I am becoming vampire. That's why they put upside down a holy tree to take out the bad spirit from my body. If they do it, I will die. Then I ran away from my small village to the nearby city. I lived for 4.5 years in a small room. Already there are 4 people. I never slept completely on flat on the ground for 4 years. I lean on the wall. I used to sleep. So out of it, I learned what is the raw material secret. After 2 years, after that I found another problem. Even after finding the raw material secret, you need $1 million plant to process the material. Then I spent another 4.5 years on T&D method. It is the only method given by God is trial and error method, including your first marriage. Trial and error. So that's what I did on my own money in my small workshop. Very well I am admitting in Oxford Union. I did my research. I invented a machine on a trial and error method. The same thing if you do in university with a public money or government money, you can't openly say I did the innovation on trial and error. That's why the world come out a fancy word called R&D. That's a stupid word, make the entire 20th century into waste. All the super innovation happened only in 18th and 19th century. Because whenever a younger generation seeing that R&D, they think it is only meant for, Thomas Alva Edison or Einstein. So don't worry, whenever you are seeing R&D, you put little water on the R&D, dilute it, it becomes T&D, trial and error. It is meant for everyone in the hall. Say I am standing, I am giving a lecture in Oxford Union. So out of that method, I made a simple machine from the day one after 8.5 years. Then I sent the machine for evaluation, a university like this. It is called IIT in India. It is called Indian Institute of Technology, where I very first seeing a man not wearing a full pant or off pant, up to this Bermudas, Nike shoes without socks, then all this mustache, they are all joined. They are speaking English with the whole body. Hi, oi. Then I dispatched this big hall like this. I dismantled my machines all in the corner. Because very importantly, so why I am stable, I am very bold, because I did something research on my own domain, not in any other's domain. Engineering or industrial is my own domain. That's what I never bother. Only the language is problem, not the knowledge. That's why you acquire knowledge in any language in the world, that is perfect. But don't try for language. That's why I am able to give answer whatever they are talking about, the blade, the material, why it did this. Then they agreed that particular university, okay, it is an innovation. But only the problem they are criticizing in the other side, why this man spending his whole life into risk, he lost his family, he made a small invention, how he is going to apply? Again, the big giants like Procter & Gamble and Johnson & Johnson. How do you will answer? You are nothing, no wife, no mother, no money. I look like a beggar. So this highest status you just imaged 2 decades ago. Then while something criticizing you, even your mother criticizing, your girlfriend criticizing, but you are having something you conceived. So what I am suggesting you, if you are thorough, you are having confidence, don't debate with anyone. Don't waste your energy. Go and show your success, a small success somewhere else, a practical success, then the world will shut their mouth. That's why I took my first machine from Tamil Nadu to Nepal border, a village, where I set up the first micro sanitary pad manufacturing center. So far it is macro and centralized model of doing things across globe by Johnson & Johnson or big corporates $1 billion with few pennies, not even $1,000. I set up a world first micro sanitary napkin center with uneducated women. It became huge success. Unluckily you never allowed the presentation. If you see the pictures and the video what I did, you will do, everybody in the hall became the innovators, there is no doubt. Then it's a great thing happened. Then I gone back to my village, I made another mission, one-man army for 4 or 5 years. Then I made another mission. So what I did, then I understand the sanitary pad penetration in India is less than 5%. So 98% of women are not using. So don't think the other 98% no, they are using a rag cloth or something. I understood many part of India the women are using to manage periods by dry tree leaves, old newspaper, ash, sand. You just imagine about the health effect in the things. Then I started representing government, nobody is bothered. That's what I catch it. Even the big companies, they are having a presence in my country from since Second World War, the big corporates, but they are unable to penetrate. What is the use of Stanford, Harvard, this Ford, Oxford? What is the use? You have management, you have all systems, but you are unable to penetrate. But every 15 seconds I am seeing that advertisement, a bucket of water poured into that sanitary pad, it has become blue color, red color. You are in the advertisement, there is a brand ambassador, but you are unable to penetrate, you are unable to create awareness. That's what I put my mistalks. Okay. Then I come out of business model. Now it became a case study even in Harvard, everywhere. Then I mix with an innovation with a beautiful, in your language called a strategy. So how to market. So that's what now they designed. It is a undisruptive innovation. Usually innovation called disruptive. All business, anything if you see in the world, they will shift that domain from one packet to other packet. Nothing is created new in the world. The cell phone will come, that will landline will be collapse, cell phone will come. Then some commercial platform will come, all big companies, then all the retail market will collapse, they will call e-tailing. So whenever you are thinking of coming out a product, very first you will put a name, then retailing. Then suddenly all the Jack Ma's, Jeb Bezos are making lot of noise on e-tailing. How Muruga is surveying the big corporates entering into retailing and e-tailing. I never bother. My model is detailing. Even now I am not giving lecture, I am trying to detail with younger generation how I did, what I am going to do. Because anyone in this hall you can come out to do something, a big thing. So out of it, wherever I am setting up a machine, I given a complete freedom, no threat, no franchise, something completely technology transfer. I am allowing that women to come out their own brand of sanitary pad. It has become a totally women to women model. So like that we will create a new market. See, they thought how I am going to compete, but I am succeeded them. So competing is different, succeeding a company is different. Now I called by all the big corporates, they are sending mails and letterheads. Muruga, the domain where we failed with $500 million spending, you succeed in a frugal way. Are you ready to share your secret of success with us at London with our 77 SVPs? I was here, it is the 8th visit to London. So what I did, I created a new market. I never swallowed any other market. I created a new market where the napkin usage is not penetrated for decades, in spite of there is a company present. So now there are 1,123 local brands. That brands are able to sustain against multinational brands for almost 15 years. It's also creating $1.3 billion revenue. But I am wearing a simple shirt, the simple zero class, and never try to make corporate. I am asking Sarah, can you send an helicopter from this hotel to your university? Even I will walk today also. So always be simple in your life. It is very safe. So you can think more and more. So now what happened? We are creating awareness. It is called menstrual hygiene awareness. It is catch up by all over the world. So not only India, the innovation is, I put all that, in spite I am having IPR rights, intellectual property rights for my innovation, I put all the details from the day one on my public domain, because someone will compete with me, they will create a more simple machine, which what I did. But what happened after seeing the educated people, my machine, they are giving some incrementals, they are creating complication. So why I put the detail on the domain, I already did a simple solution for the menstrual hygiene issue. So it is a problem and solution. But I am looking for a further simple machine what I made, but nobody ever tried for last 15 years. Now Muruga became a competitor for Muruga. I am further trying to make my machine simple. I am competing my own, because none ever competed. If anyone in this hall go to this domain, check with the machine, if possible make further simple machine, because my machine are running on electricity. Many part of the world, even India, if I go to the village, there is no electricity. So don't think put solar, put this, that is unviable. Something if you rotate the lever one time, I need 9,000 RPM on the grinder. Something you try to convert a human power into that, so it will be great help. So now we already connected with millions of women, and especially in schools, colleges, even villages, and 27 other countries. The vision is creating 1 million livelihood only in India and converting India into 100% napkin usage country. from 5%, now it is 34% in 15 years. Please note, for the entire independence India from 47 to 2012, the penetration is 5%. From 12 to 20, it is 34% officially by Nielsen. So it is a measurable impact. I am not climbing. So go, you can measurable impact you can create. So like that we can make 100% this, and it is already 106 nations is adopting this method. We spread around 27 countries. So this is what we did, and thank you very much. We can go for question and answer now.
Thank you so much for your talk. I wanted to ask, leading on from what you said about how menstruation is often considered as a taboo subject in India and across the world, how are you now able to overcome this to distribute and promote your products in small villages across India?
So this is what I converted into women to women, and I put the problem to a public domain. Because everywhere if you try to become a leader, then it's a temporary. So a leader means making a leaderless society is leader, somewhere I read. So once I started, even in my absence, it will survive. So like that I will try to educate the local women and local people. So I am giving a machine, you are making sanitary pads. There is no way for your survival, you have to go and talk about to the other women. Likewise, I will mix the livelihood with a good cause. If I say go and preach this, you help, you become a local Mother Teresa, it will happen. It is for your kana, you are going and converting other 10 women. So this way it become a successful activity.
And what are the biggest challenges that you think we still face in India to promote hygienic practices?
Even today is talking about this. So I have told many people, they thought I became a hero. Because in cine industries, one film got hit, I became a Brad Pitt. I make this, that, lot like that. So I will talk here in Oxford Union. Once I go back to my country, I will go to the remote part of my country, no one know who I am. That's the biggest plus point. There, no one know about Johnson & Johnson also. That's a beautiful arena to fight, na? So if you come only city, you can see the brand ambassador, big hoarding, come to my place. I'm calling like that now. Enemies, you come my place. If you go there, no one know who is Paul Polman of Unilever, who is Muruga. That's what I do. There is a lot of pictures. If I show, you will spread. I'm hugging Paul Polman. I put up 143 billion hugging 0 billion. I posted it. So even every day is a day one for us.
And are you open to collaboration with big businesses like Johnson & Johnson's to
yes,
raise
we
awareness?
collaborate, so
to raise awareness about menstruation practices and to promote this and to open the subject up in India?
Yes, many big companies, because of the talk, many people think I'm like anybody thought I'm a communist. Oh my God, I'm not a communist. I'm not a capitalist. I'm a social entrepreneur. Yesterday also I told in immigration something, because my English is very dangerous sometimes. Actually what you are doing, I'm an activist. What? You're an activist? No. I'm trying to give inspiration to the students. I'm here. So many times I have to shut them out, is very decent. Luckily I'm not saying extremist. Otherwise I'm caught entering into that. I think activist is the wrong word. But you get some shock. Activist, what? I thought, my God, something is wrong.
And how have you found the reception of your products in other countries beyond India? Because you mentioned expanding into the rest of the world.
So that's what, so every time, younger generation like you or something, if you do something, people want to put a red carpet, then they will put up flowers, so come on, guy. Everything, there is a biggest friction, problem. Even to talk about this, it will take a month. That's a beautiful arena, go and do that. If there is red carpet, please, it is dangerous, don't put your leg on the red carpet. They will pull the carpet, then you will fall down. Please enter where there is no red carpet. So where I am going, it's a green carpet, purely nature. It will take time, but it's my marker. The moment I will put my leg like Armstrong, put that US flag and moon, where I am going, I am putting my flag because nobody is there. Instead of rocket, I am going, I am putting my leg, my flag is there.
Thank you. I think we'll move to audience questions now so that we have time for enough of you to ask your questions. So if you have a question, please raise your hand, wait for the microphone to come to you, and please stand up while asking your question. So could we go to the hand in the middle, in the grey jacket.
Thank you so much for your talk. It was really informative and really engaging.
Really, you're saying thank you?
Sorry?
Real thank you it is?
Yes, real thank you.
Thank you.
So my question is more about the role of education and how education can address issues, especially taboo issues in rural communities, and how you feel education can be the tool to bring about sustainable change, especially at the grassroots level. How you found this?
I don't know what you are learning in your classroom, how the faculty are educating, and only the God knows. So after visiting various universities across the globe, from India to US and in Japan also, where I am speaking 30 seconds English, that Motomura of Japan is translating in Japanese for 7 minutes. As Muruga, don't talk more than 30 seconds, then it will take time. Night 11 o'clock. So even other language. So what I want to say, one thing I understood, no matter which country or which university you are studying, only thing, the moment you are passing out from the university, you are looking for an opportunity is the biggest ignorance. Looking for an opportunity and joining somewhere, then making your life into cakewalk, then marrying particular age, buying one car, buying the second car. I cannot imagine this life. So instead of that, you see this school dropout fellow somewhere in India, he found a problem. He became a solution provider with his little knowledge. Now the solution became what I saw the problem is a tip of that iceberg like thing, no? It's digging, it's going for whole world. So like that, use your education to give a solution to your problem in the society, no matter how big the problem. So heartfully you try to address the problem with your knowledge acquired from university or from your family, anything, then make that as your life to survive. Here very, very important, underline, put green mark or a red mark. I am not asking that younger generation sitting in the hall entering into philanthropy or doing something. It is only possible the people you already acquire billions, then they will talk about philanthropy. Okay, and that is not. So here you found a problem, give a solution, add a small entrepreneurship between. So I am also making a profit on need base, what I want for one legal wife, one legal daughter and legal mother. But same if you go in a corporate, it's a greed base, then you need a private yacht with bikini girls, it's very difficult. So go for a beautiful business model you design. Then out of it, even next you are calling, maybe I will come on my own aircraft, who knows. So what is wrong? Muruga is coming his own aircraft by empowering 100 million women across globe. It's not. So what I am living as a butterfly way of doing life or living life, I am sucking honey from flower, the flower won't die. I am helping the flower for pollination. But same thing, if you like a parasite model, don't try to suck other people's blood. It is very dangerous. You are also temporary. So create a business model with butterfly. So whenever you are saying butterfly, don't forget this. So be a solution provider with a business model. There is huge problem, but only unluckily you are in London. Come to India or go to African country, every step you will get under problem. That's why I told you feel bad you are born in India. Who feel bad born in India? I am very happy. Everywhere there is a problem. So if there is problem in London, but you have to go with the enlargement glass. But India, you don't need a glass. Everywhere there is a problem. But here also problem. Everywhere there is a problem. You find out, give a solution.
We go to the first row.
English is okay? Fine.
Namaste. My name is Bivishika and I'm from Nepal. I have worked with women's empowerment initiatives and social enterprises in Nepal as well. And one of the programs I worked with is where I create space for women and young girls to come together to talk about menstruation, sex, orgasm, etc. So in your work offline, when you are going on doing awareness projects, have women come to you with additional issues regarding health? And how have you tried to navigate that? How have you tried to incorporate talking about other health issues as well? And my second question is, you are the ultimate pad man, but have you also thought about creating other pad men? Because the success that you've achieved is also because in a very patriarchal society like ours, you were one a man who came up and talked about these tabooed topics. How are you creating that space for other men to come and do the same?
Okay, so this talking to women and this matters are even now is difficult, because here there is only one community, English speaking, but in India there are 3,000 different languages, 30,000 gods. I think only counted, so far counted is 30,000 gods, and this what everywhere we have to apply our words, and before talking to a woman we need to get permission from her husband, from her brother, and the village head and the member of legislative assembly, everything, then only we can talk. That too, the blanket put between the women and us, through the blanket only we need to talk. Like church, they will get some apologies now, I saw in films. So like that, from the start like that, because you cannot, there is no mobile. That's what people now they are trying to change with a smartphone. It is not possible through WhatsApp or some the Instagram or tweeting. Many people putting a tweet, it not going to change a single person of the world. You have to physically go to the village or the rural part where you have to talk. Even to talk, that's what I told, it takes months. But once you make that the friendship, then they started talking. So you have to patiently have to wait. So second, you talked about other paraments. So that's what I told. I put all my secret as a public domain. So I made this as a public debate. So it is easiest for us. So then the life history come into a local big language film, a fat man. Actually, he should try to make in a Hollywood film. The Hollywood industry told they took 8.5 years, even for script writing for 5 years, then making is 5 years. That's what I want to make it urgent. So we did in Bollywood film. So that film also make a beautiful penetration, because instead of reading and seeing is very easy in India. That took his own hero and speaking the own language, we are able to penetrate more and more. Now what happened, the women, whether they are using pad or not, now they are giving feedback. They are started lying. I am also using. Even somebody they are saying brand name also. That become in adverse, but we have to know. But later they will tell the problem, I am having itching there. It's connected with cervical cancer, everything. Solo competitors in your area, then your success is easy, but it is very controversy. I need to talk more, but allow competitors, because it is a new area, no one can come. But in urban area, what I am saying, I am allowing people to talk, everybody talk, but where I am going, nobody will talk. Only the echo will reach there. But easy, while I am talking to somebody, while I am going to the market, I hear that. Don't worry, so why this fellow is coming from India, is saying, make competitors, it's a foolish, rubbish. I am saying you create that echo only reach the place, the arena, no one could come there. It's 600,000 villages in India. From main road you have to walk for 3 hours, 5 hours. Many villages there are landmines in Orissa. So even I am sitting with 2 legs, even the military man they don't have legs, because they put scanner and all, but village people they are having a secret. If particular plant are grown there, it is flowering, there is no landmine. Simply I followed that, I walked very slightly, nothing will happen to me.
Could we go to the first row, please?
You mentioned condoms at the beginning, and I was just wondering whether you had expanded or considered expanding your business to include contraceptive products as well.
Yeah, it is now happening. So automatically the birth control in India is already, they reached actually the, while you are trying about birth control with condom, they are putting a symbol of triangle, I don't know, you are young. But in spite of that, you make more and more economic problem, automatically the birth rate will go low. Because no one ready to give up so many births. The economical problem is make Indian people to give a full stop or more children. That is true, not the condom. It's unaffordable. Having a child has become unaffordable. It's a simple shortcut. That's happening automatically happening in my country. Don't think. It is my knowledge. So, something you put. So, if suppose my father is unable to feed, so always in economic problem, how can she make? So, that's what.
Could we go to the hand in the back row?
So, hi, I'm Sushan. I have a question. So, did you have any political problems with the government?
Political problems. So, in different way they asked me in English. No, Muruga, can I ask one question? In what the way is the government helping you? So, like this, I don't know why the West they will talk like this with the gap. Then I saw government is allowing me to continue. Allowing is in many countries the greatest help. So, my government is allowing me to continue. Thank you very much.
Question. Could we go to the hand in the middle row over there?
Thank you so much for your talk. I'd like to know if you ever went back to the girls' medical college and what they said, and also did you go back to your village and did they still think that you were possessed?
I'm the first online company delivering the sanitary pad directly to the women hostel before Jeff Bezos. I think Jeff Bezos only started 20 years. I told the same with, I met the CEO of Indian Amazon, Amit. I told the same. Because I took my cycle and tried to deliver at the hostel of the girls. So, actually I got the second opinion. The first opinion, it is very nasty, very bad from my wife. After that, after inventing the correct material and inventing the machine, I made the sanitary pad. Because I am connecting with the girls for years. Because they thought I am a fool. A foolish man is delivering pads at hostel, whether it is good or not, they started using. So, I am doing it for years, they become all my friends, because 5 years course. So, 1 year, 2 year. Then I made this correct material on my newly invented machine. I am giving the napkin to that girls. I met the girl. Those days, the Indian girls started driving scooter. It's called scooty without gas. I met a girl on the road. I said the scooter is fine, the color is nice, but the napkin which I gave, I am asking feedback on the road. They used to call me as a brother. In local language, Anna, I forgot. Na? Oh my God, I forgot. See that feedback. A girl on menstruation, she is forgetting even she is on period. Such a comfort is my napkin is giving. It's a Yuraga moment for me. So, still now many magazines they want to meet the girls, but it has become a problem in Indian society because now they are all married, Indian husbands. Then you help that guy. What is the level of helping? Then it's miserable. So, that's why I said it's private, I told. Then I gone back to my village as a celebrity. The guys who chased out me from the village, everybody told, we know Muruga will do something in the future because my forehead is very wide. And that's what I say, this form is going from here there, and his grandfather also very clever, completely opposite they talk. Everybody know I am going to do something, but I don't know why they chased out from the village. It is meant for everything in the hall. If you succeed, then only even your father, your mother will call. So, up to that nobody will. That's why I told, show your success, then even your own wife will accept.
Could we go to the hand in the back over there?
Vanakkam. Do you think the subsidized model could work for, in this case, for example, like a ration shop, particularly in India, like in every ration shops, like if you give them free and then it could circulate a little bit and then, later on you can make it as profit. I know like it was a complete disaster in terms of like condoms, like giving free condoms in ration shops. It was complete disaster. But for me, I would say like maybe in this particular case it could work very well. So what is your speculation or what's your idea?
So something the moment you're talking about free, it is become valueless. So it won't create any effect, because I am talking about giving awareness on menstrual hygiene. I am never talked about give something free, donate your blood, give your property completely to British government. I am not talking about. Give awareness is a biggest trouble. It is like detailing. Na? Who will detail? I talked in a very reputed retail chain of India. Every retail showroom, there is a retail manager or salespersons. If you, even this water bottle is there, I want to know what is there. They have to explain, sir, the water is fine, it is from Himalaya. They will tell this for first customer, second customer, 10th customer. Nobody will tell for 1 millionth customer. They will become bored. Then anyone come, Richard, are you free? Come explain this guy. That's what I told. So detailing is a toughest job. That's why whenever I am seeing a lecture of the college or my teacher, I am bowing down like anything. I am giving my full respect, because they are detailing for the whole life. So detailing is very tough. That's what I detail. Instead of that, you put the free napkin by helicopter all over India. I don't know how many of you see the God Must Be Crazy film. A Coke bottle will fell in the forest. Then nobody know what is it. They thought it's evil. They will bring the bottle to the city like that. Even the women where I am meeting, they don't know which side they have to use. Whereas this side, the disposable, how it is used. So we need to detail, then you give. But before that, if you give anything free, it is useless. But about condom, it is not a waste. So condom is given free to my father. My father never used. I used as a balloon. I played with a lot of bigger balloons.
Could we go to the second row?
Hi, thank you so much for the talk. It's truly inspirational.
Thank you.
Me and some of my friends are actually doing a project on research project on period poverty in India, and like you said,
research or trial?
Research.
Very good. Okay.
So, like you said, India has made some improvement with regard to period poverty. I have two questions actually. One, being, in your opinion, what are some other successful interventions or policies that India has implemented in addition to the excellent work that you have been doing? And two, what are the factors that contribute to the success or failure of such interventions? Thank you.
The government started talking is the biggest point for me. It's not by parliamentarian or something. They replicate what I talk. So then removing tax, commercial tax for a commodity is the biggest task. They removed. But I don't have, already cost factor, this factor is different. But in spite, again, it will giving a sound in urban, the echo will reach to the village. So then it will reach the globe, because something for a commodity, a federal government of India, they abolish the tax. Even British, I don't abolish, I think. So that helped me a lot. So, and the film, so many things, because it is connected with the vote bank of India. The women is the biggest vote bank. So it's helping. Yeah. So everybody I thought free napkin, for PDA shops, everywhere, they sort of free.
Could we go to the hand in the third row?
Hi, thank you so much for sharing your inspiring story. It's really so inspiring. And my question is, you had a lot of barriers, like with your divorce and alienation and practically being homeless. How did you still find the inspiration, the motivation to carry on with your mission?
So the inspiration, everything, the problem is with you is you are trying to outsource from somebody, or from some shop, or from university, from your friends. But for me, everything is inbuilt. For you also, it is inbuilt. So only the controversy is, if you are become, sorrow, you are not in a good mood, you will retain for a long time. You are enjoying your sadness. Even everybody know why you are sad. What's your name? Benna. Why you are sad? No, leave it. So leave me alone. So don't enjoy the sadness or discouragement. So that's what I will also discourage, like sneeze. Ash! Discouragement finish. Discourage like a sneeze. and encourage like longer time. If your encouragement, retain that. How you know you are so, yes, you dance, so retain. But human beings are opposite. You will enjoy sadness. You will call company also to celebrate the sadness, but not the joyfulness, the encouragement. So that's only different. You check your mode, you correct the mode, that's all. It's a fine tune, do it. Tonight you can do it. It's very simple. Stand in front of mirror and ask. So I don't know how many of you are doing self-talking. So self-talking is help you a lot because I'm alone. Nobody is there with me for years. So only friend is Muruga to Muruga. I used to speak for even half an hour, 1 hour. The lodge owner also saw the why this madman is there. So who is there to encourage? No, I said, wow, fantastic. Today is, what you did is beautiful, Muruga. Then I'll go. Yes, true. I'm saying true. Don't look me a doubt. It's true. Okay, fine. So you look funny, but try to do it. You will be happy. It is very inexpensive. If you call your friends, you have to spend a lot.
Could we go to the hand in the back?
Thank you very much for your talk. I was just wondering if you had faced challenges getting this rolled out in other parts of India. Was it particularly easier in southern India? And also whether you were thinking about rolling this out to other parts of the world.
So I told now the first machine, I am there in the southern part of India where the literacy level, everything is fine. That's what being an illiterate, as an inventor, I want to do the field trial or field test in the toughest terrain. I took my SUV to the toughest state in India, Bihar. If you succeed anything in Bihar, it can be replicated anywhere in the world, including Mars. That's what I always do it from the toughest area, then it has become a cakewalk to the southern India. Yeah. That's what my machine bought for America and all. I said it is very easy, nothing. And it is a self-evident machine. I made machine purposely very simple. So I never tried to make a difficult, a complicated one. What I tried from the day one to make very, very, very simple. If you do things simple, now even nobody will encourage you, even the university will discourage you. It is the moment you saw a simple design, it's simple, even a boy can do. You do. No one can do simple, anyone can do complicated only. If a person do simple, you have to encourage, because the world always think complicate, not simple. That's the problem with the world, including from medicine to everywhere, including whenever I'm traveling in a flight, oh my God, I'm traveling in a complicated flight. If it's right, brother, I can repair myself. Something happened in the bidder, even in the flying and tight the bolt. Before falling down, I will correct it. Now I can't do it.
We have time for one final question. If we could go to the hand in the second row.
Hello. Thank you so much for your talk. It was really amazing. I wanted to know, I actually have two questions. So the first is similar to Camilla's, but given that you said in the beginning that you wanted to impress your wife, and that's what made you start to think about sanitary pads. And then you experienced all these obstacles, including your wife leaving you, and then it didn't work easily for a very long time, and it wasn't obvious that your product would make a lot of money, or it wasn't obvious that it was ever going to work. And so I wondered just why you carried on. Was it a moral thing that you felt like you had to do because it was a good thing for the people in your country? Or did you have hope that it would succeed one day and that it would make a livelihood? I just wonder, because it seems as though at any point you could have given up and you would have been able to make as sustainable, you would have been able to make money for yourself and live an okay life, So that's my one question. And then the second question is just out of curiosity, because the waste management for sanitary things, for personal hygiene, is another whole industry. And so I'm not sure what your products are made from, if there's lots of plastic or whatever, but I just wondered if, how does that get handled in India, given that the percentage has gone up so much?
So why never give up, and about disposal? Yeah. Someone So from the beginning I am talking about this. Very first thing is why I never give up. It is my own domain. I am trying on my own domain on engineering, to innovate engineering. I never try being a welder and a workshop to do a pharma combination for a disease. Because many people they attempt, because I am having a close friend in pharma, let us do it. So this way I tried, I will give up because that guy will never cooperate in particular time. This is my domain. Even I failed for 999 times. There is a hope I will succeed. Because every night I will woke up now, I will test what has happened. Yesterday I changed the blade angle. If I run for 9,000 RPMs or 10,000, it may be grind in a perfect way. This way I never give up. So in speculation, you will give up. It is not a probability speculation. Na? You run the circle, then the coin will fall down, you will get $1 million. It's not a casino. It's a trial and error and my domain. Then second thing is I don't have any commercial connection with this. So within this I have to create a cream to make the black girl into white girl. How many of you know there is a cream selling in India to make a black girl into red girl? So lot like this, unwanted products, but I understand about the seriousness of the product. So I hate that blood-stained cloth used by my wife and sister hiding in a village toilet. So it is horrible. At least I can take out that girls from that level. So only the simple thing I think. So I don't want to see that it's a funny, horrible thing. So they're making a bacteria colonies on the bit cloth with the blood stain. So I hate that. So in spite of born as a boy, I feel I am using myself like that. So that's the only thing. And second thing, why I am starting getting mails from all over the world. I will get an encouraging mail. I am Laura from Italy. I am really appreciate. It will go for pages. So whenever I am getting a pages mail, my simple reply is thank you. Okay, sir. Well done, sir. Agreed, sir. So I understood they are talking about. I am really happy you are trying to convert your 100% women of India, but we feel while 5% women are using the disposable napkin, if the 100% use, it become Everest mountain like 10 times. My reply is, don't worry, Lara, the napkin which I am making on our machine is 100% biodegradable. Because I am from village, I know everything is organic. Now organic has become luxury. People are packaging in a polythene cover, then they are putting organic. So I am an organic boy, my wife is an organic girl, everything organic. So no need to say organic. So luckily I don't know why they are going to pack organic water, organic car. I am going to meet Tesla guy, make an organic car too.
Thank you so much. Unfortunately, that's all we have time for, but please join me in thanking Mr. Muruganantham.
Thank you.